everyone, given the function v of t equals 6t squared minus 18t plus 12 is the velocity in meters per second of a particle moving along the x-axis. We're going to determine when the particle is moving right, left, and stopped, and find the particle's displacement for the time interval 0 to 2, and also find the particle's final position when s of 0 equals 3, and find the total distance traveled by the particle. So for part A, we're going from 0 to 2, and we're going to factor this. And if we factor, we're going to get 6 t minus 1 times t minus 2. Now, you set this to 0, you get t equals 1 and t equals 2. That means this is where it stopped when it's set to 0. So at 1 and 2, it is stopped. All right, now it's going to move right when our velocity of t is positive. So let's look at our line graph. And if you substitute in a value in here, say 1/2. So we're going to substitute in 1/2. And see if it's positive. So if it's positive, it's going to go right. And if it's negative, our v of t is going to be negative. All right, so for right, if we substitute in 1/2, let's see if it's right or left. This is going to give you negative, negative. Two negatives make a positive. So between 0 and 1, remember at 1 it stopped. So that's going to be right. Now let's plug a point in here, say 1.5. And if you do that, you're going to get, let's write this out again. We want it to be negative. So if you substitute in 1.5, this is going to be positive. This is negative. So this is going to be negative. So it's moving left when t is in between 1 and 2. Because at 1 and 2, it is stopped. All right. The next part is find the displacement for the given interval. So our displacement equals the integral from 0 to 2, and we're just going to integrate 6t squared minus 18t plus 12 dt. So this gives us, I'll move it down here, 2t cubed minus 9t squared plus 12t. And we're evaluating this from 0 to 2. This is going to give you 16 minus 36 plus 24, and then we have minus 0. This is going to equal 4. So the final displacement, or the final position, you're starting at 3 initially, and we add the 4. So that's going to, our final position is going to be at 7. Now we're going to try the total distance traveled by the particle. So that's when you set your distance equals the integral from 0 to 2, and you do absolute value of 6t squared minus 18t plus 12 dt. Now we have to split this up for negative and positive, i.e. when it's moving right and left. So from 0 to 1, it's moving right, so that's going to be positive. Too many t's and stuff. All right. And then we're going to add where it's moving left, and that's from 1 to 2. Remember, this is absolute value, so you have to do positive and negative. This is your negative part. All right. And then we integrate. So we're going to use what we used before for this piece. That's going to be 2t cubed minus 9t squared plus 12t. And we're evaluating this from 1 to, let's see, 0, or 0 to 1, plus, and then we have this piece here. So this is going to be negative 2t. Let me just pull out a negative. If I pull out a negative, let's see, I'll pull out a negative so I can just copy this down. So this is going to be 2t cubed minus 9t squared plus 12t. And we're evaluating this from 1 to 2. All right, now this piece is going to be, when you substitute in 1, you're going to get 5. And then when you substitute in 0, that's going to go away. Now for this piece, you're going to get plus, negative, and when you substitute in 2 and then subtract the 1, you're going to get a negative 1. So this is going to end up being 5 plus 1 equals 6. And I'll leave you to plug these in. And you use the calculator if you want. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.